The 30.
Jones, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Is on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. They'll get that complete to Alberto.
Locke's pass.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And 7.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Turnover.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 18-yard line.
Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 49 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
Buccaneers 18-yard line.
Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Being chased out left. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And McManus able to put it through. So after that fourth down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
7 at the 23-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's caught. Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. On the counter, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They run the counter. It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
a 25-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Locke working out of the gun.
The 17-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Good.
As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own team. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Steps away to his left. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This time they stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Locke slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Prescott. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
To Scott Miller.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on a knock.
Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
It's good.
McManus's point after is good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up
on 3rd and long, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Locke. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run gets him 15 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
At the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chin.
End of the game, they knew